It's time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through New Orleans. It's the Rams and the Saints, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Superdome here in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the New Orleans Saints. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
With a chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57, we are underway now in the NFC Championship. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. Bringing them out in his 8th year out of Florida State, the former Heisman Trophy winner, Jameis Winston.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's a deep.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Kamara. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. from the 35 on second down. Winston back to Kamara for another catch. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
Again, it's Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive, not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there, turned it all around. Big moment.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. The last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick six, and now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, it certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they are moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
Yeah, as you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that last drive when it ended like it did. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. He's got a man, complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Jarvis Landry, 84 yards. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
What's good on the extra point? And we are tied at 7. So we're even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's Super Bowl champion QB in his 14th NFL season now out of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up second down. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Now it's Stafford. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Saints.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
A quick one here, hauled in by Kamara. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Here's Winston. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Again, Kamara. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The kick by Lutz is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Stafford on 3rd down. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. No stopping Peyton Turner on that sack. He would not be denied. That time, it looked looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Dancing to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
(10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford, throw left side, complete to Cup. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
After the sack on first down, Stafford. And that one complete downfield to Kupp. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 37 yards.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them, that big play right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. To throw is Stafford. And it's caught. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Akers will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And now third and goal coming up. The loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Third and goal here, a big play brewing in this NFC title game. Throwing is Stafford. Buying time to his left. And he fires one, but incomplete. The gain knocks this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Down onto the field comes New Orleans. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in their territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Winston now. On the check down, he finds Kamara. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Jameis to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Winston now from the 50. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Jameis now on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And Winston lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. John Simon that time coming through to make the play.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Stafford now to throw. Man open is Robinson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run a draw now with Akers. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, it's Stafford. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Stafford finding Jefferson there. First down, L.A.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Play action. Stafford. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 2nd and goal. Stafford. Over the middle. That's hauled in by Kupp. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. Touchdown! Cooper Kupp with career touchdown number 60. And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. First down, Winston. And Thomas has it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. From the 31, Winston, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the Battle of the Sea. He will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the AFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns matching up against the LA Chargers. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Rams, for the Seahawks. And they had success all season throwing the football. No reason for that to change in the playoffs, as they've continued to move the ball well through the air. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a